How's it going, everybody? I am here with Jen. She's a rock star agent in Michigan, and she's been doing some great things with agent attraction. How are you, Jen?
I'm great. How are you, Sammy?
Good, good. Thank you for hopping on with me here today. And I guess first I wanted to ask, because it looks like you've been doing well and you've been taking action and attracting agents. I guess what was it in the first place that kind of attracted your attention to Gogo and what we're doing over here to see how we might be able to help you attract more agents?
Yeah, I think what attracted me most, Gogo runs these Facebook ads where she's doing funny things. She's like jumping on a couch on one, and those made me stop scrolling and click. And I clicked several times before I actually was like, I don't know, this can't be real. And then I clicked and I listened and I thought, oh my gosh, this sounds like exactly what I need because as a broker who is trying to grow my own brokerage, I find that recruiting or agent attraction is one of the hard things for me. There's not a lot of instruction out there for it, other than call every agent in your association and try and get them to join you, which really is frustrating and not the best way to go about attracting agents to your company. So I really liked the things that Gogo had to say, and I couldn't be happier with the results so far.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. And when did you end up joining the program?
I believe I joined right, either it was the middle of July or the beginning of August. So right in that time frame. Since that time, we've added 5 agents to our roster. We've got a couple more that are just in that decision-making process that are out there. So it's been great so far.
Amazing. So you brought on five so far since joining. How many do you have total now? Like, what's your total team or brokerage at?
We have 21 agents so
Nice.
far. So it's been great. It's been great,
Wow.
especially considering we've been in a pandemic. To grow now, I think to survive now is one thing. To grow is like super amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And what would you say like your goals going forward? What do you want to grow your brokerage to?
Yeah, so we are looking to grow the brokerage over the next 3 years to 100 agents, and that's kind of our whole focus right now.
Amazing. Amazing. Love it. What would you say has kind of been the biggest things inside of the program that have helped you so far, or what's kind of been the biggest value add to you that that makes you satisfied with the results you've gotten from it so far?
Yeah, there's a lot. First of all, it is such an extensive program. Like I feel like I'm not even halfway into everything, and this is my result so far. Just putting the few things into action that I've been able to put into action. So I think the greatest things, one, I feel like Gogo really helped me dig into what my offer was, what we had to offer agents, and learning how to highlight those things has been extremely, probably the number one beneficial thing for me growing my brokerage. But also the technology, the consistency, or I'm sorry, the tools that you guys have in there, like contact cards and click funnels, and the other resources that you have that you go into detail with, that just help make it easier. I like the idea of now we've got everything going to one hub, and then people branch off from there wherever their whatever their needs are. So that's been best, and just really finding that intentional time to focus on agent attraction has been amazing too.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing with us, Jen. And before you joined the program, did you kind of have any like doubts in your mind, or was anything kind of going through your head as far as hesitations with joining the program, or questions you might have had or anything like that?
Yeah, so I had tried a couple of other um, programs prior to finding Gogo's, um, that had not been very successful. Um, they didn't they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and they didn't give me any real information I could take away and use either. So that was a little bit frustrating. So I was a little bit like, I don't know, do I want to do another thing, or do I just continue to try and figure this out on my own? And honestly, Gogo's charisma on her videos it's very compelling. It's very compelling. She does a great job at making her excitement transfer to you. So when I finally, and it took me a while, I probably started looking at her stuff in late June, early July. So it took me probably about a month before I was able to actually pull the trigger. And then the representative I talked to for Gogo's Agent Attraction Bootcamp, he was great. I'm sure I had a lot of questions for him, and he was fantastic. He answered everything. I said, okay, fine, let's do this. And I have not looked back. I mean, it's been fantastic so far. I've added 5 agents. That's money for my brokerage. That gives us a bigger reach. That helps me stay on track for my goals. And this is, like I said, I've barely scratched the surface, I feel like, of what the program has to offer. So I'm excited I'm just now ready to get back into it and say, okay, what's the next thing that I can do? So yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome, Jen. And I'm super excited to see the next steps for you and going bigger and better in the future. I know you're just scratching the surface right now, and it's great to have you on here and to hear about your success with everything so far. Like lifetime value, how much do you think like those 5 agents might be worth for you and your company over the course of the next, 3-4 years or so?
They are rock stars. I am just so excited about well, the first 2 agents that we added, and that was late July, beginning of August, they wrote $1 million in business last month.
Wow.
In our market, which is like,
That's a few
our
homes.
average sale price is like 150, 180, and they wrote $1 million last month. So they were great additions. Their lifetime value is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40 times what I spent on this program for sure. So it's already more than paid for itself just with what they've already closed.
Awesome. Glad to hear
Yeah.
that, Jen. That's incredible. And super excited to see your next stages in this and getting onto the next level and eventually
Yeah.
100 agents mark. Super excited for that for you. Do you have anything that you want to share with anybody else before we wrap up here?
Yeah. If you're hesitating, don't just do it. Take the time to invest in yourself and in your team if you're building a team, or your brokerage if you're building a brokerage. This is amazing information that can help you reach your goals. So just do it. It's really, in the grand scheme of things in real estate, the cost of this program is like itty bitty, but what you can get out of it is kind of priceless.
Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you, and looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing you on the next group coaching calls and
Yeah.
continuing to help you scale. Thank you for hopping on.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sammy. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.